out if we're live.
I'll refresh my Mechs on deck Twitch. It says live. I got an ad.
It says
the first thing is
it says that we have 0 viewers.
I see one in chat. There's a wild nebula. I'm still watching the commercial for Nerf gun. It was a really interesting commercial, actually. And Jeff, wonderful.
Name's Jeff.
How do you feel? I still feel a little tired from the meetup, to be perfectly honest. It's a tiny bit.
Because we got we got back at like noon, and I was able to like chill the rest of the day, and I've been getting good sleep.
Yeah. Good. That's good.
That noise just
went back to work. Yeah, I went right back to work right away, but
I went back to work Tuesday, so.
But overall, not too bad. Yeah.
Nebula, thank you.
Oof, that tier 1 sub.
Tier 1 sub.
My boy Nebulant.
Dude. He was a fun guy. I sat next to him during the singy drinky times.
Karaoke.
You know it.
That was fun.
So for those, we were very awkward together. I don't know if I'm on streamer mode, and I'm gonna have to awkwardly go away for a second. So be right back.
It's okay. I'm here, everyone.
They can hear us. They just can't see us, so I can affect what is happening because yours truly did not put in streamer mode.
The streamer mode.
So that I don't trigger everyone with Discord.
That's fair. I just have all my sounds off for the Discord notifications, and I just pay attention to the little red goofy dots.
There it is. We're back. Heiny Bush, thank you. Oh, I totally forgot to change the guest thing. Don't type in guest. Because it's Lingladia. There's Shine. Once a set shines, it is truly yours. It is then your job to nurture it and care for it and love it. Love it until it blossoms into the beautiful, fully and evenly shined set that has always wanted to be since it saw Shine set on Instagram under the hashtag perfection support it and maintain it until it will grow into itself and become one with itself. Then you can truly enjoy your typing experience. Heiny Bush. You said that on our Discord like 3 months ago.
That's just how it is now.
And now it's immortalized. We need to put it on a shirt.
That's how it is. That's way better than the quote I got off Heiny Bush, which was, "If you want to be a knob, just be a knob." that's all I got from him. So I'm pretty jealous of that lengthy and girthy paragraph right there.
It should be pinned, but you can also just like search for that entire thing. I'm sorry about the notification sounds, because for those who are here, you might notice Osiris is not here. He is sick. He's in bed, dying slowly. And I found this out like an hour and a half ago. And hello, Olivia. And Nebula and Jeff Leopard and the Best Pleb and Heiny Bush. And Langlandia. Hey, I said it right that time. And so I totally don't deal with OBS except for like my personal build streams. And so, sorry, Blind Assassin, hello. So it's a little wonky today, which is why there was no start screen, because I don't have that good of an audio setup like Osiris. But we out here.
You got this, champ. You got this.
We out
Easy
here. All right. But welcome. We'll officially start here in a few minutes. We're just kind of pre-gaming, if you will.
Oh yes, the spiritual pregame.
Always. Pound them down. Throw them back. Down the hatch.
Oh, I guess I'll do my... Let's drink water.
Dude, water up. Keeb Ninja. Salt Rock Lamp. Salt Rock, dude, you have been gone for a while, and I'm glad I'm seeing you back. And J Shuff. What's up, J Shuff? All right. Pound it down.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Functional, welcome. Glad we got to meet Functional too. Cool dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta keep hydrated.
Olivia, my water bottle needs to be washed.
Save the dolphins.
That's fair.
Racing Draft, hello. No, Salt Rock Lamp always has a lot of smart things to say in the Discord. You're not gonna find anything intelligent from me being spoken, so might as well somebody talking in the Discord who knows what they're talking about.
You want to have a water bottle chug race against me? Oh, come to California, bud.
They only got water bottles because they don't have normal water.
So many friends online. This is awesome.
We got some good people in the chat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, 808. Boom, boom, boom.
And heartbreaks.
808s. SoCal. I wish I could. Okay. I'm a little meetup out. I've been a meetup a month for the last 4 months. I'm okay.
Quite a bit.
I'm okay taking December off.
Damn. Yeah, I'll be there in December.
No, I guess the Austin, the key crawl, but that's a little bit different. That's not traveling across the country.
Yeah.
So
I want to have a keyboard pub crawl one of these days in NorCal or SoCal. One of these days.
Christmas. Oh, we could do because I'll be. Thank you, Racing Draft. 4 months. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. So, I'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to Mechs on Deck. I'm not used to saying this because Osiris says it. But Osiris is sick. He hit me up earlier today and was like, I'm dying, and I just got sent home from work. And then he was like, I'm going to need you to take the reins tonight because I can't really talk. And we decided it was best for him to get better because we've got 24-hour stream coming up. And he's got to be 100% for that. So just myself and Mr. Man of Interest here, who is our guest. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, be sure to blow up his Discord PMs or just ping him in the Discord and tell him get better. Do it like 100 times. That would be hilarious. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Zap Cables. Zap Cables make some of the best cables in the business. So you can go and get yourself a DIY kit and learn how to do it. Right now, if you use Cable Party, all caps, I think it's all caps, you get 10% off your, actually it might be 15% off. I should probably know this. You get percentage off of a DIY kit. It's a one-time use. We're trying to kind of correlate. We're giving away some cables and doing a build stream or build cables on this 24-hour stream, and we want people to build with us, so it'll be a nice little cable party. So be sure to check that out. If you don't want to build one, you can also join his Discord and get in on the fun stuff. Next up, we got switchmod.net. You can do switchmod.net/mechsondeck for 4% off your lube order. Definitely get some lube. You will 100% want it and need it. And then he's got GMK Alter running right now. It's a great set. So that does not work for the 4% off. Does not work on group buys, but check out GMK Alter. And last but not least, Dixie Mech. So you can go to mechsondeck.dixiemech.com. Check out GMK Terra, a set that I will be getting. This will be the first set that I will be getting in on since GMK Waves. So, get hype. But yeah, be sure to check that out. And other than that, I think I forgot to type in, like Switch mod and get that, and then Dixie. Check all that stuff out, and if you have not joined us on Discord, be sure to join us on Discord. And if you have not joined us on YouTube to watch all of our content, be sure to subscribe and say hello. Frothy KK, thank you for the 6 months. You might be I think you're our first 6-month sub. Definitely appreciate that. I need to make a new badge for you because you're the first person to hit 6 months. So, Man of Interest is here. You can check out his YouTube channel. I actually don't have the link for that, so if you want to put that in. But welcome.
Yo, thanks for having me. I'm just gonna grab the link arena real quick and just throw this little bam right there.
Boom. And your Twitch, if you don't mind, just because
I gotcha.
We gotta cross-pollinate. There it is, functional. Great meeting you at NorCal. 2 months, thank you very much. Definitely appreciate that. So, if you haven't figured it out yet by the title, we're going to be talking about NorCal, and maybe probably talk about some Keebs later on as well. Yeah, let's get into it. NorCal.
Let's get into it. Where do you want to start, though?
So how many years have you been doing NorCal meetup?
Okay, NorCal meetup. How many years? I think I've been doing it for the last 4, maybe 5 years now, doing meetups in California, NorCal included. Maybe 4 years then. But yeah, it was roughly 4 to 5 years of doing meetups.
And how big was the first one?
The first one in NorCal was around 100 people, actually. My NorCal meetups definitely started really well, and I think it helped because I used to do before that SoCal meetups.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of spread because people from NorCal would fly down to SoCal, and then they'd be like, "We don't have a meetup in this area." And I'm like, "Sure, I'll do a meetup in that area." Turns out doing 2 meetups a year is dumb, but it's possible. Hate yourself. So yeah, that's how I got into doing NorCal meetups. Although I found out there are still actually other smaller NorCal meetups that just weren't like really exposed like mine was.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it was a great time. Osiris and I were able to, thanks to a lot of y'all's donations and all the subs and everything, we were able to fly ourselves from Texas all the way to California, and go out there and hang out with. Got to hang out with Mr. Man of Interest for a good chunk of the day. Thank you, Tyson, for the 3 months. Keep up the good work, boys. Are you guys or Huey going to SoCal? Osiris and I are definitely not going to be at SoCal. I cannot speak for Huey.
I will.
Nice. So there you go. So we were able to go out. So thank you guys again. We had a blast. Got to big shout out to I Am Me, You Are You. Got to hang out with him. Another sub. Thank you, Blind Assassin. 3 months. Definitely check out his work. He did the OSA. Missing a cuddle puddle. Maybe. Who knows?
Things could happen.
It's crazy. It's Mechs on deck. Anything could happen.
Nature finds a way.
Exactly. And so, but yeah, thank you guys very much. We literally cannot stress that enough. We kind of had, we got to meet a lot of cool people. A lot of people came up to us, told us they enjoyed the channel. So I definitely appreciate everyone. People that I didn't know were like, "Oh, hey, love your stuff," and I was like, "What's your name?" And then they were already kind of like walking away because it was crowded. There was a lot of people there. So how many people were there?
Approximately 403, not counting sponsors.
There you go. So 403 people. Was at a kind of fancy restaurant. So definitely good chunk of change of people there. So the layout was kind of indoor-outdoor, which was really awesome. Haven't been to a meetup. We were talking before the stream, and we couldn't do an outdoor meetup in Texas because polycarb would melt. Lube would disintegrate. But yeah, no, it was a really good time.
So it was a great time. 403 people, not counting sponsors. I mean, thank you to you and Osiris for making it out. Thank you to everyone who's watching who made it out to the meetup, because I mean, thanks like everyone who attends. So thank you. It's a huge number, around the number we got last year, which was exactly where I wanted to be anyways for the venue. Which is good. I know you mentioned it was a indoor outdoor venue. I think it's our second year at this venue. But yeah, it kind of works out because I think a lot of people, depending on the weather, can get really stuffy inside at certain swells of time, or we're just overly crowded. So the outside area, people can just chill.
Yeah. Kinnick, how do you prevent theft? Luckily, in our community, I've never heard of true theft. I've heard of, like, you know, we've got our fair share of scams and stuff, but so Seattle 2017, someone stole what, a board?
An artisan.
Artisan, yes. So
one, 2 or 3 artisans.
I do know the story of the artisan, but a board being taken, would one be? I mean, the main thing is kind of watch your stuff, obviously. But and if you're with other people, kind of tell them like, hey, that's my stuff and that's me. So if someone else comes up to it, you know, let me know. And actually, I didn't get the name of them, but I took one of my boards and moved it, and then the guy came and found me and was like, hey, your board's gone. I was like, oh, it's right there. Thank you. So I think it's kind of one of those. There are not enough people in this community that would go there to try and like take one. So, I mean, I don't want to say that everybody is perfect and that they're not scummy people, but luckily our community has been good enough to at least not straight up steal in person. So,
typically, although to help answer a bit more, if you do want to prevent thefts, the best thing you can do, other than, you know, expect the best out of people, is, unless you're like filling up a whole table, what a lot of my friends do is they'll fill up maybe half a table or a quarter table, and then other people fill up and they'll get to meet the other people also putting boards at their table, and from there you can be like, oh yeah, you guys want to go around, I'll watch all of our boards for a bit and take turns, and that's what a lot of people do. And I think it's probably the best way to watch out for your stuff. But even as Chewy said, you know, people even like watch out for other people in this community. Like someone else told him, like, hey, you left where'd your board go? It's missing. That guy didn't even know Chewy. He didn't have to tell him, but he did.
He did. I didn't even know that was the guy next to me, because when I walked up and we put our stuff down, we kind of kept it in eyesight, but outside of maybe the OSA, luckily, like, with Fiel's very nice, and none of those boards are. I mean, these boards are obviously very nice, but there are some boards there that were much nicer and worth a lot more. So maybe, you know, if you don't bring your A game, you don't have to worry about it, right? What I'm saying is, don't buy Key Colt because it'll get stolen. I'm kidding. No, I got to meet the Key Colt guys, and they were awesome.
Yeah.
So
they were at the meetup. Really cool from the show out.
So, but who else? One more question. Oh, Clavier says they threw out a guy from the French meetup, was suspected of taking boards. Well, I guess luckily they got it taken care of. So, but no, so I guess what I like to do, a lot of times, like over weekends or weeks with my wife, is we do 3-2. 3 dad. Hello, Brez1623. Thank you for the 3 months. So 3 good things, 2 bad things. So I'll let you start on your 3-2.
3 good things about a meetup and then 2 bad things. 3 good things. Attendance numbers. Yay, thanks everyone for coming. Honestly, no. This is the first year where we're charging an admission fee. So I actually was worried about attendance numbers overall, but looks like people who want to come out to NorCal meetups don't let many things stop them from coming out to NorCal meetups. So thank you everyone who came out once again. It means a really big deal that people are willing to support meetups in NorCal. Yeah. I'm gonna alternate. Well, change it up. One bad thing is definitely gonna have to be the overall size of the space now, for the venue, because I mean everyone's always said it last year and this year. I know we're basically at capacity for that venue. It feel at the peaks of the meetup, it already starts feeling super crowded. So, So that's probably the one of the biggest negatives of this meetup. Let's go to another positive. Positive of the meetup.
Gondo, thank you for the 50 bits. Definitely appreciate that.
I'm so critical of my own meetups. It's hard for me to find good things aside from it wasn't a train wreck.
Hey, it worked out.
That's true.
No one screamed leaving, middle fingers up in the air. So
yeah,
it was getting thick inside.
Thick inside. Yep.
If I had to do of my, I'll do a few. We'll go back and forth. New followers with. Sorry, I'm anonymous. Thank you for the follow. One thing I really liked was the fact that it was partially outside. Megaforce, thank you. It was nice, kind of there being almost 2 sections of the meetup. So you can kind of go in there and do that. And there was actually kind of 2 areas inside, where there's lots of boards and then a bar area with a lot of people, and then outside. So the layout was very nice. But into my negative is also the space. It was very tight. It was hard to get to certain areas, and there were, especially later, it was hard to get to a lot of boards.
Yes.
Because there was the tables were set out, but Nebulant had to hog a third of the entire inside of the building.
Means Tetris's board's better. They need to be touching.
No, it was Nebulant's table was amazing and immaculate, and I spent more time at that table than any other.
It was a pretty good table.
Yeah, but there was a lot of smaller tables, but it was kind of bouncing around, and then it's awkward because sometimes there are a lot of people are sitting around it, and you're I want to try all these boards, and you kind of have to be excuse me, move. So,
yeah,
something good, Huey.
Something good. The bar. The bar is great.
The bar was
I
great.
think people definitely enjoyed it this year. Liven things up. You get a free drink when you come to the meetup. Come on, what? How many other meetups actually have a lot of drinking?
It was basically $5 admission plus a $5 drink. Can't go wrong. Yeah,
right.
Free drink. Megaforce knows what's up.
And a free keycap, and a free postcard, which no one took.
I took a postcard.
Thanks, man.
I took a postcard, put it right in my back pocket. I'll mail it to you because I'm sure you don't have enough. At the very end of the meetup, I just hear, as we were leaving, I just hear Huey screaming, "Everybody take a postcard!"
Yeah, it was no postcards next time. That was my lesson. Or just half the amount, or a third of the amount. I don't know. Most people just don't want more free stuff.
How dare they?
How dare they? But yeah, it's definitely a good thing. I say the bar is a good thing. Like I said, liven everything up, and that's pretty nice. I will most likely miss it because most likely the next place we go to, if it's bigger and fits all the check marks you need as a meetup host, probably no bar.
Mm-hmm.
But the food trucks might return for anyone who's gone to any of my older meetups. So, we'll see.
Keone, glad to have seen you guys in NorCal. Just didn't get a chance to say hi. Sorry that we didn't get to talk. There was a lot of people there. My good thing, I'll say, is getting to meet a lot of people. So I got to meet Olivia, Nebulant, met them the night before. But Norbauer was fun to talk to. Both the Key Cult guys were great. Who else? There's Nathan, of course, Nathan Kim. It is funny because I tried to talk to him for I think I talked to him for about, the first time was the longest time I got to chat with him. And it was about 8 minutes. And I think he got stopped about 17 times. Just trying to have a conversation with him about some switches. And yeah, it was it was like, hey. I was like, no, you're good. Don't worry. Yeah, Osiris is very tall. He's like 6'3", and he wears boots. I'm not very tall. I'm like 5'11", but my hair is as glorious as you might think it is. Huey got to admit, I got to see. Although Olivia's got better hair color, but it's hard because women take better care of their hair than men do.
That's very true.
Functional, I can attest. The hair is awesome. Thank you. So
let's see. That's good. Let's see. Another. I need what?
You just need one more positive. I have one more negative.
Okay,
While the bar was fine, someone put a drink this close to my OSA.
Ooh,
and he kind of put it down aggressively, and I was like, whoa, dude. I didn't say anything, but I was about to.
You should have.
And I was like, because he kind of put it down, and then he started typing on something, and I just leaned over, and then I think I was probably 4 inches taller than him, and I was kind of leaning in, and then he grabbed it and kind of scurried away. I think he realized his mistake.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, drinks, if you keep the drinks over by the bar. Don't bring it to where there's 8 keyboards you can ruin in one splash.
Yeah.
Or 8 PCBs at least. So they're drunk people with exaggerated emotions.
there were a few.
I didn't see anybody
tipsy people, but yeah, most people were pretty behaved, I think.
I only had one drink, so I had my drink, and I got to sit with Functional and talk to him. So him and IMBURU. There's someone else. I feel like I'm Mech Merlin. Got to hang out with him. Mark's such a cool dude. IMBURU. Just talking about you.
I think another positive thing is I think this meetup definitely more than most of my other meetups is acting as a springboard to basically improve the NorCal meetup experience by a lot every year with a few calculated moves. But definitely I learned a lot at this meetup, and a lot I could kind of almost show myself or convince myself, okay, it's gonna work if we do it like this now.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully next year, let's hit 500, everyone. Actually, technically, I think we beat 500 one year. Let's beat it again.
There you go. Some dim sum, thank you for the follow. My last positive was for those who went to the Dallas meetup. Not a lot of great boards. They were good boards, but not a high amount of them. IMEURU, thank you. That's really a bring your A game board type meetup, and so every single board was awesome. We're doing a top 10, and we were this is going to be a lot more difficult than any of our other top 10s because there's just so many good boards. And I was looking at an album that was posted today on Reddit, and I was like, there's 4 boards in here I didn't even see. I'm like, man, I feel bad, but the top 10 is just going to be kind of what we saw because there's just so many boards there. So how many?
Were displayed. Hold on, let me mental map
At least
this.
300 to 400
Boards? No, there's more than that.
Yeah. I mean, Nebulant brought like 20.
Let's see.
28. Yeah. If the average person
at least 400 keyboards.
Yeah. I mean, if everybody brought one, then
it did average out to roughly a keyboard a person at the meetup.
Nebulant wildly threw off that statistic, but no, it was super awesome.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the highest points. I'm really curious to see how that top 10 video is gonna turn out because oh man, it was like everywhere you look, there's like
everywhere you look,
keyboard, $600 keyboard, $700 keyboard, $800 keyboard, $800 $700 keyboard. It's like what? Where are these keyboards coming from?
Yeah, it was. Oh man, it's tough. Like we made the list and we worked on it on Sunday a lot, and I spent a long time looking at boards, and I did have to. Sadly, there's some people. I'll throw my heat. Popcorn time. Some people don't know how to lube stabs. Just like $800 keyboard, terrible spacebar. Like, it's, come on, people.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but so there's some boards I'm like, this is great, and it looks awesome, and it's a high quality board, but the spacebar is wobbly and loud and pingy and all over the place. And next.
It's just like the space bars. They stab your ears.
If you're gonna call out bad keyboards, name people. Starston 3. Starston had a terrible cipher. I'm totally kidding. His cipher was amazing. People, yeah, there was a few there that were a bit rough, and then a lot of people. This is personal preference, but a lot of people like unlubed creams, and I'm not a fan of unlubed creams. I think creams feel like plastic on plastic unless you put something on them. So
all switches are plastic on plastic.
I mean, it is, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Listen.
I got you.
I
got you.
This is a phone case and a Xbox controller. Just slide it up and down and see how bad it is. So, but no, other than that, I mean, the meetup, so kind of the whole weekend we met up with IMEURU.
We should start with the whole story from when you woke up through that first day.
Well, I went to work that day.
Oh yeah, that was your long day. Your 23-hour day.
Yeah, 23-hour day.
Okay. Hour 1 through what is work?
I woke up at 6 a.m. and went to work at 7, and I got off at 3:30, and we left for the airport at 4. And we got on a flight at 6. It was like 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get to the airport. Osiris had the day off, and he met me at my place, and then we went to the airport. Flight was 4 hours, or 3.5, 3 and some change. We actually made really good time, but then we had to sit on the tarmac for like 20 minutes because we were so early. The plane hadn't left yet, and then we got in around 8:15 California time, so 10 o'clock our time, and went to the hotel, got all that stuff, put everything down, and met up with IMEURU and Mech Merlin at a bar called
Haberdashery?
Haberdashery. I thought it was just Haberdasher, but whatever.
Could just be Haberdasher.
Who knows? Cool bar, a little pricey, but everything in California is pricey. and then I don't actually remember meeting up with you because I don't know if it was there or if it was at the video game.
It was at Mini Boss.
Boss.
Yeah.
So we went to Olivia met us at
Mini Boss.
Haberdasher.
Oh yeah, she met you at Haberdasher, right?
Yeah, and then we all went to Mini Boss for a very short time and got some drinks, and we met up with Tiny and the guy from Arizona. I can't remember his name.
Adam. He's in chat.
He was a fun guy, great singer. And then Tiny was like, let's go do karaoke. So we went to a karaoke bar. And that's where we met up with Nebulant, I think.
He was at Mini Boss.
Nebulant was at Mini Boss?
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Not that I was like hammered, but I was really tired drinking and seeing a lot of people I've never met before, but I know their names.
That's fair, yeah.
And then Tiny kept ordering drinks.
Good.
And then ordering more and more drinks. And then, other than that, I think we wound up calling it at like 2:30, which was like 4:30 my time.
Yeah.
So by the time we were like going to sleep, it was 3, so 5, so 23 hours.
Yeah, it's a 23-hour day. Holy moly.
Right before a meetup. And then got breakfast in the morning, went to the meetup. One thing, the meetup, while it was great, it was very long.
This is very long.
And we showed up right at 10, or like 10:05. So
do you guys like leave to grab lunch? That's a lot of people do.
We went and got a snack at like 3.
see. So the meetups, they are very long. They're meant to be all day things because at least in NorCal and the Bay Area, a lot of people are just really busy California people. So a lot of people only stop by for like a few hours at a time. So there's a large amount of people who just kind of dip in for a little bit and dip out, and being it, a longer meetup kind of lets more people be able to dip in and out depending on their schedule. Because I mean, people are showing up as late as like 3. It's like meetups ending in like 2 hours. Cool, thanks for coming, but
yeah,
the day's almost over, and they're like, yeah, we still want to check it out. Well, yeah, so it kind of works for that. And in some of my past meetups, we've had time allocated for official giveaways, talks. Like at the Dropbox one, we had like 3 different speakers speak about topics, which is pretty cool. So I always like keeping the all day format, just so things can be planned throughout the day and not worry about running out of time.
Mm-hmm. So, but it was a little bit long for people. We're there, so it's not like we didn't really want to go pack all our stuff up or anything like that. So, yeah, Olivia showed up at like 4:30. Because like even throughout the day, we were like, dude, where's Olivia? She's just not here.
People kept asking me all day because I was at the check-in desk for like the first half of the day, from like 10 to 1:30ish. So people kept asking me, "Q, have you seen Olivia? You checked everyone in?" I'm like, "No, she hasn't showed up. Fashionably late.
Super fashionably late.
No, you know how those city slickers are. Being all fashionable."
So, then we left the meetup. Some people went to go get hot pot, but we were IME, URU, Osiris and I were like, we're beat, and I don't want to take an Uber really far across town. And we were worried that kind of what wound up happening was going to happen, where it was like they go out until like 6:30 or 7 or 8 or whatever and then call it, because we knew a lot of people were going there and then going home. So we were like, you know what, let's just chill for like 2 hours and then meet up for dinner later, and then we can meet up with everybody else, because you and Olivia decided to go get some fancy dinner.
Omakase.
Well, I'll let you talk about that in a second.
A+.
So we went up to a place called Tarinas, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, and that was amazing. We ate so much food, so much delicious meats. and then wound up just kind of walking around San Jose for a little while. We were waiting because we were going to talk to Huey. Was like, oh yeah, we'll meet up afterwards, and we didn't want to bother him because he gave us a time. And then I messaged both Olivia and Huey, and Huey didn't get back to me for a while, and Olivia was like, I'm going to bed, I'm tired. For the 5 hours of being awake that she was.
Yeah.
And then we went back to IMEURU's room and looked at some more keyboards, checked out Zycos in a quiet space. That's the only bad part about meetups, especially that meetup. It's very loud, so and that keyboard is a lot of stuff with how how the keyboard sounds, so it's kind of hard to get a good sense of it. So yeah, that was our meetup. The next day, we just kind of hung out, explored the town, found Japantown in San Jose. That was cool. And then watched football the rest of the day. And that was pretty much the rest of our weekend. So
solid.
Functional. I will explain what Zycos are in just a minute. Huey got to try them, though.
Yeah. Good. You're good.
So your meetup, I'll talk about Zycos really quick.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Zycos are got plenty of coke. Yeah, all 8.5 ounces. Zycos are a Zelio V2 bottom, a Yak top, and a Halo stem. And they are, in my opinion, and in a couple other people's opinions, as close to an Alps Brown switch that you can get in a Cherry MX form factor. There's something I kind of created while I was bored, trying to make a Xanda and had the other parts to make a Holy Zelio, and then was like, I wonder if I can improve the sound of this, and put in a Fiel, and it sounds and feels amazing. And I got, you could check out IMEURU. He just did a build with Zycos last night in his Rukia. So yeah, it's Rukia, that flex in the background.
No big deal. No big deal. It's just chilling back there.
So, but yeah, I didn't really, Jeff Leopard, to answer that, I didn't really know. That wasn't my intention of, like, what I wanted to do is improve the Zelio sound, really, and the feel. And it was kind of oh, wait, time out. This actually is really close to this. So
I will say trying them out at the meetup definitely makes me want to make them. So I will probably make them into some future stream. I'm pretty curious to own a full board of those. Just trying it off your board is pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. It's an expensive and kind of dumb switch because you can't really use parts. You can't really go other than you get some Zelio stems, but you can't really go and use a bunch of other parts with those because they're not really cross compatible. It's definitely kind of a build your one board with it and have it, and then never touch it. Never think about making it above a 60% in that again. So, but anyway, that's what Zycos are.
Now it's time for my meetup weekend. Ooh-wee. Where do I start? I guess I start on Thursday because my meetup began on Thursday. I only had to do a half day of work, so I left Fresno at around noon. Drove into San Jose, kept driving up to San Francisco because I had a nice little dinner set up with Olivia and her husband on Thursday nights. Went to a pretty cool place called Atelier Kren. Would highly recommend it. That was Thursday. That was really cool. Friday was when everyone started heading into town, and of course that's when I saw you at a mini boss late Friday. Throughout the whole day, I didn't really do much actually. I slept in until like noon. Picked a friend up from the airport. Got some chicken wings nearby. Regret not getting the oxtail. And just like hung out, had food all day until basically I met up with you. And then we went to Mini Boss, did karaoke, and man, karaoke was wild. I wish it got more wild. You guys need to drink. Y'all need to drink more next time. Next time we'll have liquor. I'll bring.
Yeah, I was
Hennessy.
about to say liquor's. So the issue there is
There's no
that
liquor.
liquor, like, I've had a complaint about this from a friend who was like, they had beer and wine at a wedding, and they were like, oh, but I want people to get crazy. I'm like, you're not going to get people crazy off of beer, because people fill up. The people that can drink, they're going to get full before they get hammered off of beer.
Yeah.
Because I was
gonna take an Uber to the liquor shop that was open like 2 miles away. And Tiny's like, we just get beer, it's fine. I'm like, okay, I could get a bottle of something, but such is life. It was still a fun time. A lot less people than I realized know the lyrics to All Star by Smash Mouth, which is kind of disappointing. It's one of the hard realities of life. People take your friends karaoke, see if they know All Star by Smash Mouth.
I don't know if Nebulant...
You might look at them differently after that. Just saying.
I don't know if Nebulant heard me, but my wife and I sing it all the time, because there's this great YouTube video where they change after they sing the lyric, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. It just goes, and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. And so I sat there and sang that over and over and over and over. And I don't think anyone really noticed what I was doing. Nebulant would have been the only person to even hear me. He was the only one. He sat next to me, and I forgot who was on my left. I think it was Shocks, who's in chat. But I was sitting there just like, I hope someone is like, what on earth are you singing? But yeah, All Star, great song.
But sure. Regardless, that was still a very fun time. And then we'd meet up morning. My morning started a bit earlier than most people going to the meetup, I think, unless they're driving from far. I woke up at around like 7:30 and started prepping everything for the meetup at around 8. And then from 8 to 10 was just meetup prep. I got free coffee, which is really, really appreciated. So shout out to free coffee. Then with meetup from 10 till 5. That was a really fun time. I don't know what happened at the beginning. I wish I had more time to like take a camera around and get footage I need or want for my channel, but I kind of, at this point, if it's my own meetup, then I don't have time for that. But I heard things went pretty well for setup for most people as they got in at the beginning to set up tables. Kind of like for the first 3 hours is when I got the most people asking like 10 to 20 minutes after, we are officially open. Someone comes in with like a box of like just 3 keyboards, like a Tupperware. I see them. It's like, are there going to be enough spots for my keyboards? Relax, dude. We just opened. You're going to find space. So,
although the space cleared out pretty quick, at least the tables.
It did clear out.
Those filled up real fast, but
I said that. I mean, most of my free time was spent like doing like meetup organizing stuff. Like halfway throughout the day, I had to empty the petty cash and do a count to see where we were, to see like, am I gonna break even this year? Let's find out. That's making sure things are all good with the venue and everyone. Every now and then I had some time to socialize with people. Said hi to you guys for a little bit closer to the end, from like 2 onwards, and you'd see me for like a 2-minute span at a time. Then be like, gotta go. Something else is calling me.
Pretty much.
That's most of my meetup experience.
Krelbit, thank you. Huey, will you lube my switches for a few good daps?
Sure.
All right. So literal stacks. Yeah, that's kind of how it was with everybody. It was like short conversations randomly, and then it was like we were doing a lot of filming stuff, and Mark McMerlin, he was doing a lot of filming stuff, and so there was a lot of things going on that kind of, it would have been nice to be able to talk to some people more, but it happens.
Yeah, it's definitely tough because like for us, there's always multiple things that we'd want to do at and be able to go in and get footage for content. I want to try out these boards. I want to talk to the people who own these boards I'm trying out, and I want to talk to my other friends who are here or vendors or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It becomes like all these small things where you're just dividing yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give 20 seconds for each of them.
Just quick types, quick fingers, drive by typing.
What's this? Yeah, what switches? Cool, thanks.
Cool. Later.
Moving on.
All right, whoops. Big gulps, huh? All right, well, see you later. 3-day conventions are the solution. Oh, what's up, Teja?
I think 3. How 2 days?
2 days.
I think 2 days is the most reasonable. Maybe with a half day pre-show or something. Yeah.
But Nathan. I was talking about how earlier I was like, I think the longest stretch of time that I was able to talk to you, you were stopped about 8 to 10 times over like 8 minutes of just like, oh, hey, okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, and then we're going to get, okay, hold on. So, Nathan Kim, the celebrity.
3-day convention with a closing and opening ceremony such performances. Ooh, so down.
I'd be okay with that. Can we do a like how many reps of the elephant, the E7? How many reps can you do?
No, I wanted to do, so I do have ideas for some things. I originally was going to do it this year. There's not enough room, so I'm going to do it next year. Which I do want to do some like mini silly competition stuff. Like if I can get like a small field or a big enough parking lot, I do like Dell Rubber Dome chucking competition. For this person to throw the board. I don't know, get something cool.
That'd be fun.
Do stuff like, hold out E7 elephant for as long as you can, fully stretched out. Only one hand, only one arm. I'll make it quick. Doing stuff like that. I know. Like one of my SoCal meetups, I used to do a typing competition. In 1 year, Datamancer actually gave out one of their retail expensive boards.
Yeah, dude, no. Teja, 100% correct. Baron, like, oh my god, the most jacked dude in keyboards.
Yeah.
Like, I walked over, I remember seeing him, I was like, good. Because he was at the karaoke.
Yeah.
And then he wore, like, a muscle shirt. Yeah, and a bro tank. And I was just absolutely shredded. And I was like, oh my god. I'm intimidated and...
It's like, oh, my shirt feels tighter now.
I know, right? I'm intimidated while also, like, in a maze. But no, yeah, good times.
Yeah. Well, I think after the meetup, I went to get omakase with friends. Pretty good place in the city. Sushi Nagai. If you're ever going to go to the city, check it out. It's pretty good. I learned a lot about why the new Pokemon games are bad for cutting 3/4 of the Pokedex. I didn't know that was a big deal, but apparently it's a very big deal.
It's a huge deal right now.
Crazy. And then after that, I hit you guys up when I went back, but it was like 11. And you guys at that time, you guys were just done.
It was just after Brazilian barbecue, you have a minimal amount of time before your body shuts down from the amount of meat that you eat.
It knows how much work it has to do for that digestion.
Yeah, it's just like, nope. I was literally standing there, leaning against the wall, and you and Osiris were talking about something, and I was literally like dozing off. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
So, and then lugging around that, I have a big keyboard case that's like, feels like it weighs like 40 pounds and not fun to carry around when you're tired as all get out. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
So but overall great weekend. Super glad I got to go. I think the next meetup that we are aiming to go to is Denver, the KeyCon.
Cool.
So hoping to fly out there next summer. So SoCal December 7th.
Be right back 1 second.
Sounds good. Don't know if I'll be able to make it unless someone wants to pay in full for everything, but because spent a lot of our money trying to get out to NorCal, and we were successfully able to do it. But so yeah, Krelbit, if you want to pay for us to go to SoCal, just DM me. But other than that, chase points, dude. But no, other than the meetup, it was really fun to get to talk to Mech Merlin. He's such a cool dude, very very nice person. Yeah, Jerk Chicken. There is a great album on. There's a great album on Reddit right now that I was looking through earlier. So you can definitely check that out. If someone wants to find that link, go for it. Canadian Tire Money, if that helps. Sure, why not? Send it over. I'll take it and get it exchanged. But no, getting to talk to Mech Merlin was super fun and super chill. He's a really cool dude. So you're
link. A really cool dude.
Yeah, right, dude.
What did I miss?
Me stuttering over my words.
Perfect. It's like every Wednesday. I feel right at home.
Exactly. But no, but thanks for coming on the show. We talked to you. You are the second person to be on twice. So there it is.
I like that. Thank you. That means a big deal. I mean, I love your guys' show. This is a good thing you guys have going on. If you guys are watching who came from my stuff, because I plugged this, make sure you guys are subscribed to this stuff as well. It's good stuff. It's quality content.
Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come on again and bore y'all about my NorCal stories and life and tribulations.
Crossover episode. It is a crossover. It's fun. Yeah, look at that. So we're talking about the amount of flex that Huey's showing off. Essay, Olivia. Well done, Olivia. If you're still in the chat, it looks like it came out beautifully. Rukia by Jackstastic. Think 6.5. The olive plushie. Which I got I could talk about this now, but I was talking to Olivia a very long time ago about Via, and I was having some big issues with it, and I was like, what's this olive plushie? And she put a picture of it and then deleted it within 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, you gotta show it to me. Just delete it. I promise I won't take a picture. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I got to see it for 5 seconds. But yeah, there's the Rukia. Does it have my fingerprint might still be on the back of that.
I can't tell.
It'll be on the left.
Kinda. It's pretty smudged, but kinda, yeah.
That is a Rukia.
I'm gonna build this up this week, I think.
So
I have everything down except for the decision of what switches I will use.
Well, based off of IME URUs, the Zycos were really hard to do in a brass plate. So maybe not those.
Yeah, maybe not the polycarb. We'll see. We'll see.
At least in the brass plate, but the polycarb, sure, maybe, I don't know. Stock MX Browns.
So this is what I do to my brass.
I have a video. That it's in our Discord if you want to hit that up. And literally he opens up the Rukia and just writes his name.
First time. Brand new. First open.
Brand new. Literally looks at it, flips it over, writes his name on it with his finger and smudges. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think in terms of keycap set, though?
Honestly, Essay Olivia. But you probably don't have the space bars for that.
No, let's use shifts. It's no big deal.
True. Essay Olivia would look great. If you have Serica is always the king of Yeah, that's a beautiful set. Serica
Oh
is
yeah.
kind of the if you have Bento would look really good.
No, I don't have Bento though. But S.A. Olivia, that could work.
SA Olivia would look. It would sound amazing if you did like some creams or some just like some OG Holy Pandas.
Creams. Ooh, I do have the parts for OG Holy Pandas. That could be a thing.
It would sound
Okay,
amazing if you
you
did
got me thinking.
OG Holy Pandas with like SA on a polycarb, the polycarb plate. Oof.
This is my first time, so I got this in yesterday. I put it on this board and I typed it on yesterday. This is the first time I've typed on SA consistently for like 2 years. And you know what? My opinions of SA still haven't really changed. this SA sets they look great, but they're for your keyboard retirement when you wanted to be on some nice high shelf, nice little spotlight on top. That's when you bust out the SA sets. You're fine china, except you use it like the family that has fine china, but never finds the occasion for it. So it's just there.
Not Geo buying drop pandas and halos for the meme switch. What's the meme switch?
I guess the meme would be not buying it as a holy panda that they sell.
I guess. Maybe. Typing on SA right now. Oh, my Zycos. Hell yeah. Dude, Zycos. It's going to be big. They're going to be fun. People are going to get really annoyed when they burn through like 12 Zelios because they screwed up the stem. Creams and Rukia. Creams and Rukia sound good. From Jack's Static himself.
Keep that in mind. I might have enough creams to swing at.
So, but other than that, what are so you got Rukia and got Think 6.5. What is some builds to look forward to with you?
Okay, builds look forward to. The Rukia, of course. Southpaw full size. Hopefully Baka.
It's coming. It's coming soon. Hey, I even explicitly said, I was like, don't even think about a update until after Thanksgiving. I was like, I'm just laying it out. Just don't. I promise I'm not going to say anything because I haven't even asked him about anything. So there's your Baka update. I don't know because I haven't even asked.
I have a few rebuilds I'm thinking of doing. But those are the two main ones, I guess, in Xeno, whenever I get that in, are the main ones in terms of like future big builds that I'll be doing. But in terms of everything else, I'll be doing a lot of rebuild stuff because I have a lot of rebuild chores to do behind me. And like, relubing some things that are getting old because I'm old. My boards are old. They need to be relubed.
You're young at heart, Huey.
I mean, that's what counts.
I don't even know how old you are.
Probably younger than you.
Maybe. I don't know. How
Could
old are
be.
you?
Could be similar. I'm 20.
Let's place your bets. Place your bets.
Okay, everyone, place your bets on how old I am first, and I'll say. See, we got to take every opportunity.
See who can guess both.
And then the next bet is whether or not you're older or younger.
See if you guys. Huey is 52. Nailed it.
Very convincing 52-year-old.
62, but got the Asian genes.
Yeah. Asian don't raise.
I'm not saying that. I am not going to publicly say that.
Ooh-wee. Okay. On the grand answer of how old is Huey. I turned 28 this month. I'm 27 right now.
Oof. I'm 27 and I turned 28 in January. So you're actually older than me. But Nebulant in like 3 weeks will be right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Krelbit, happy birthday, man. Nebulant didn't nail it. There you go, dude.
Wait. My yearly math is off, I think. I guess it's fine. I guess that's right. I don't know. I'm either turning 27 or 28.
Are you born in 91 or 92?
It's 92.
Okay, you're turning 27.
27. There we go. There we go.
So you're 26, about to turn 27.
Yes. So actually, yes.
Okay,
Actually,
so
no.
then I am older. All right,
Yes.
Nebulant. Sorry.
Rip.
Olivia is 23.
Olivia's forever. Olivia, we talked about this literally 2 years ago. You're forever 21.
Exactly. Keyboards might be temporary, but Huey is forever. 27 club.
That's the real secret. Cobit knows.
I play guitar, so
I am actually forever. This has always been my form. You'll see it throughout history. It may scare you.
It's your final form. Rip.
Ooh, this would be a pretty shitty final form if this was my final form. Just gotta say.
So, I was telling Huey this before. I'm gonna tell a fun story. So when I first got into keyboards in early 2018, and since Olivia's here, she'll appreciate this story. When I first got into keyboards, I was introduced to Anthony, 001 Anthony. Shout out to him. He's a great dude. And then I kind of found Top Clack through just being in the community. And I watched Top Clack. For those who don't know, Man of Interest was a co-host on Top Clack for a few years. And I was getting married that summer of 2018, so I was walking like 3 miles every single day. And so that was about an hour, which is around how long, I could get an episode of Top Clack in. Excuse me. And so I would listen to Top Clack all the time. And I actually listened to Top Clack's interview with Olivia like 3 or 4 times doing these walks, and it made it really easy. But I just remember thinking, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, every community kind of has their like celebrities. And so like a year and a half ago, I would never think like, oh yeah, in like 2 years, you'll be like interviewing Man of Interest, like one-on-one. So it's just weird that I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, well, and then this community, I've always loved that. Any content creator is very approachable.
Yeah.
Like, I was able to just talk to you about putting camping. I literally asked you, I was like, hey, can you put camping on the Champagne TX60 to see what it looks like? And you're like, yeah, dude, I'll do it tonight. I was like, awesome. So, Olivia, it was a good interview. That one, the girl who did XDA Scrabble, Mike from Novel Keys, and there was someone else. I couldn't remember the fourth one, but they also gave a good interview. So
yeah, it's like interview shows do pretty well when they have interview people.
I mean, I'm interviewing you right now. Sort of. We're just hanging out. It's more of
We're hanging out.
It's more of we are. I've started to move away from the word interview in our titles, because it's like, we can sit there and like grill you with questions, or we can just chill.
Boom, 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 boom. With dramatic editing too.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, I mean, I think there's advantages for like both a more casual hangout and a more formal like interview. There's pros and cons of both, but yeah, it's good to take things in that direction no one else has gone before or as explored as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've definitely, because I remember when we interviewed Olivia, we had like all these questions, and it was all written out. It was very like go down the list, and now we're just kind of like, here's like 7 or 8 questions, then we'll just kind of see where it goes. And we've enjoyed that style way more.
That's good.
And gotten much better interviews that way, or just talking to people, and it gets to show a little more personality rather than like, so what do you think about this? Like, we wouldn't even have to talk really. We could just like, I'm gonna record this and then go in and make a title to the YouTube video of just like, this is what she thinks or he thinks about this question. Hit record. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually what you said earlier. It's kind of funny that you kind of like saw me as like a mini celebrity in our community. So It's always been a weird thought because I just think of myself really as like a normal person in this community. I remember every now and then people are like, "But man of interest said," I'm like, "Well, hold on."
The old guard.
Just self-guard. I mean, I just put out content really. I've been doing it for a while. I've got that going for me. But I'm just like a guy at the camera who likes keyboards a lot. Probably too much.
Osiris get a haircut. Now Osiris is very sick, so it is just me tonight. Osiris will be back. We're gonna be recording our top 10 this weekend. But no, yeah, it is. If there's anything I can give, is don't listen to content creators for your ideas. Make up your own decisions. Just, you can use us as a guide to lead you to, like, the idea of making up your own mind or showing you things that you should be making up your mind about, but don't, like, I love Zycos. They're extremely tactile, though, and if you like tactile switches, or if you hate tactile switches, they're not for you, and don't waste your time. Like, Krullet is never going to make a Zyco board, because it's not an MX Xylent.
I mean, and he's already filled his board quota.
No, yeah. Was it 4?
I think it was 2.
How I use
maybe it's 4 now that he's big boy full time. But last I heard it was 2.
How I know?
But yeah, that's a really good point. You know, it's good. It's down. We got it. It's 2. It's good for people who watch and enjoy our content to like still develop their own thoughts and feelings about things in the keyboard community, because you guys actually help us a tremendous amount with opinions. Like, most of my opinions are formed by people just like come up to me and just asking like, "Hey Huey, how's this feel?" I'm like, I can't really help you. I guess I can try, and that's why I have a force curve machine, so I can just show people graphs and be like, "Well, this isn't an opinion. Here's a graph. This is real.
Here's a
You
fact.
can't deny this. How you interpret it is up to you, but I got you the graph, so."
I did. I mean, heck, I hit you up. I was asking for your opinion on Zycos, not because I was like, "Oh, I need man of interest stamp of approval." It was more of like, I'm curious to know what he genuinely thinks about this. I asked him, I asked Nathan, Olivia. I was like, and I hyped it up too, because I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you the hype, and I want you to potentially say like, nope, I disagree," because then that makes it a little bit more interesting. If you disagree with something, it creates, a better idea of like, I can't get better as anything until someone goes, "Hey, this is wrong."
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna turn some music back on. It's a little quiet, at least in my ears.
What builds do you have coming up?
So the Austin is a full-size 1800 layout with a 2U 0 key. So really excited about that. That will be with 70-gram Holy Trash Pandas. Holy Trash Pandas, not the new Trash Pandas.
Okay.
I still need to build. I still need to build my buddy's Trash Pandas though. I just haven't had time. It's been November's a busy month. I've got the Baka, which I'll probably put Zycos in because it kind of makes sense if it's my board, and a switch that I coined. Sure, whatever. But if not, probably just Holy Pandas. See, Baka. I've got a KBD 8X coming. I don't know if I'm going to build it or sell it. Because I've been given an opportunity of another board. Just depends on timing. Other than that, I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing, like, there's like a blatant gap of a board that I'm missing. I would love to tell you something about the M0110 and the Lumina, but at the moment I cannot, so.
I don't think many people could tell you anything about those right now, unfortunately.
Mechs on Deck,
Yeah.
what do you all think of a lube tester station at KeyCon 2020? Like a bowl of Gator on linears and a bunch of lubes and brushes. You can try stuff without buying. I would like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd be cool. I mean, it's not, it's like, you know, same. It falls under the same benefits and fallacy of like getting a Switch testing pack, which is like it's cool. You can get try, quote unquote, try it out, but it's never gonna be the same as a full board.
yeah.
But it's better than nothing, worse than what you need though.
Mm-hmm. I think, and I've talked to, I guess, shout out to Jen Lee Bean. She came up with an idea of like taking a 5x5 and doing like Zelios and at the time Telios and something else, and then doing like this one's got a heavy amount of 3204 to a light amount of 3204, and then a heavy amount of 205 grade 0 to a light amount, and then like you can kind of go through and test. But while that's awesome, once again it's subjective, because then it's like, well, what is a heavy amount of 205 grade 0? And on top of that, it's also just one switch, and you can't, like, I think the closest you can do is if you get 4 of the same one so you can roll it. But that's like, but even then, that's still tough.
I mean, I feel like it's not like the best idea for newer people to a degree, because I think if someone like gets into it as an enthusiast, it's easier for them to just do it themselves, where they develop their own taste and flavor of lube feel and how to lube. Otherwise, people will be going in like, okay, it feels like this, but at the meetup, it was supposed to feel like this, which is like a light or like a medium or like whatever. But so I'm worried that people be in the trap of like trying to emulate too much of like whatever that sampler pack is, whether or not it's good, bad, or, you know, can reflect a varying high amount of variant opinions on lubing, because there's a lot of opinions out there.
So, and then on top of that, like, that's why I'll always say, excuse me, hot swap boards are great for like trying out lubes and trying out springs and stuff, because then you don't have to worry about potentially screwing up your PCB desoldering. I know there's a lot of people that hate hot swap boards, but if you're just trying to, you know, test out a spring, but you want to really spend the time of putting in all the springs of a switch and then trying out that and typing on it for like a week or even just a day, and then go, okay, maybe I want to try something else, and then kind of go, okay, now that I know I've, you know, after trial and error with all these switches, now I know I can go to this and solder into that. That's why I think hot swaps like definitely have their spot in this community.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty much on the same boat. I mean, I still have hot swap boards I keep around just kind of like for that reason, if I'm like in a rush and a jam. But I don't think anyone should be scared about desoldering their boards, because you can get better at desoldering. I can get better at desoldering.
Yeah, we all can.
Eventually, the barrier you need to meet to not mess up your PCB isn't actually that high. So
just get a good desoldering, a good solder sucker. You don't have to spend the $300 on a desoldering gun.
Obviously, you just need 1, be good, and 2, don't be bad.
Yes. Such is life. But other than that, if you guys have any questions for us, hit us up. I'm excited for you to start making more content. I know you've been busy with some personal stuff.
If you don't mind, I can plug some
absolutely.
Huey content. The cool board, it's returning. When is it returning? Tomorrow, I think, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. What's the cool board? It's where I spend an hour being judgmental at other people's boards and key sets under the guise of... There's no guise, actually. It's just me hating on a lot of things. And the audience hating on a lot of things. But yeah, join me tomorrow for the cool board. I am going to resume This Week in Keyboards, and a lot of people are like, what's happening with it? As a quick Huey update for those of you who may not be in the know, but why I haven't given you guys any wonderful YouTube or Twitch notifications, is because 1, my brother just got married, and 2, I just had a giant 403 plus person meetup. So I've been a little busy, but hey, I got time again. Content's gonna be rolling out, so normal Huey stuff. YouTube, Twitch. That's it.
Exactly.
Life.
Mechs on deck. How did Chewie become so amazing? I had
Spinach.
spinach. I do like spinach. The only things I hate are broccoli. Makes me like throw up immediately. Cantaloupe has no flavor. And ketchup is too sweet.
So, the only thing I have to comment about all that is I believe cauliflower is a superior version of broccoli.
Accurate.
Like, broccoli just go extinct. Cauliflower's here.
Exactly. And it's here to stay. You can make pizza dough out of cauliflower. So, no, I'm not amazing, but I will always brag about my hair.
Well, Carl, you need a reminder of one of the rules of the cool board, which is I will only put things on the cool board if they've been shipped. So I can't judge GMK Alter for a cool minute. There's a lot of things I've shipped since my last cool board episode, so that's gonna be spicy.
It'll be hefty.
Probably
Fight you to defend broccoli. My wife will join you in that fight of fighting me because she loves broccoli, and it was forced on me as a kid, and it's a combination of the flavor I don't like and the texture's terrible. That's why I hate it. So
it's just worse cauliflower.
It is. Olive plushie. I need to get one, although they're probably sold out by now. Olivia, if you have an extra olive plushie, send me one.
Olivia's on Team Broccoli.
Team broccoli, that's fine.
What a mistake.
No, I've had broccoli many, many ways. They're all terrible. And broccolini. Let's throw that under the bus too.
I don't even know what a broccolini is. It's just small broccoli.
It's just skinny broccoli.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these. I don't know what these broccoli apologists are talking about here.
I love asparagus.
Asparagus is fine.
You could go, ooh, that's a good one. If you could go back in time and join a group buy that you missed, what would it be? Japanese Horror Rider, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, easy. SA camping. But I wasn't even in the community when that was a group buy. So, but for one I was in the community, I wish I could have gotten a white TX board. When they did the white run, the milky TX boards,
Not too long ago.
It wasn't too long ago, and I remember messaging you actually about your copper TX. And being like, where'd you get that? Like, what? I want one. And then I found that they did another run of them. And so I have the brass one right here. TX60. This is what I'm using this week. We haven't done, funny story. Yeah, there you go, dude. TX buds. That fat weight.
Yeah.
Ooh, 500. 500 bits. Delicious broccoli bits. J Chef. But we haven't done like what's on your desk, because we used to do what's on your desk and we did that with you, but then group buys didn't deliver on time, and so we were every single week was like, what's on your desk? The TX60. So but now we can switch it off now, because I like trading out boards. I do a week to week. I trade in on Sundays.
It's good. I swap boards just about every day because I have a lot of boards behind me. There's just a few. Enough to get me through the week. You
have a board that you're supposed to mail to me.
I do. I'm going to be mailing that to, I don't know, soon.
Take your time, dude. I'm not worried about it. It's not like it's my board.
Woo.
Tehab types meme build cherry and mix Mega Blacks. I'm down.
Hell yeah.
I'd buy it. I'll buy it off. I want him to build it for me.
With that NK spec lube.
You know it, dude. I'll lube it myself with like tire oil. I don't even. Just dump gasoline on it. Leave it with that. Why would you lube Mega Blacks? Why wouldn't you lube Mega Blacks?
Maximum optimization.
What interest check died that you wish could bring back to life and run? I wish GMK Coniferous round 2 succeeded. But it was just before its time. But board-wise, there was a 75% board that didn't have arrow keys, and I loved it. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a 75%, and it was...
The Meteor?
Maybe. I don't know. But it was a 75% board. It had one keyless blockers, and there was no arrow keys, and it was amazing.
Could have been that one, actually. Could have been the Meteor. I missed. Maybe, or I wish succeeded. One that I wish succeeded, probably GMK. It did technically reach group buy, but this failed. GMK Retro? Based off SA Retro? That would have been pretty cool with the front printing on it. That's probably it. Did I answer the last one as well? Join a group I missed? No, I didn't. I don't know what group I would join if I missed. I know what vintage boards I would buy and collect. I'd just go back in 10 years and buy every single beam spring board on eBay.
for a total of $40. If I could
$40,
if I could
$2,000 in shipping.
Yeah. There isn't really a group buy that I would regret getting in on, because like M0110 and Lumina, while it stinks that it's happening, I'm learning a valuable lesson. So
I'm sorry, that just
sucked. I mean, it sucks, but lesson learned. Like, go with what you know. So
yeah. Rip. Yeah, I don't think either of those are happening.
I think the M0110 will actually happen, because they're like shipping boards and like they're posting videos and actually responding. But
as a handy tip for everyone who ever gets worried about joining a group buy and it's going to take a long time, ask for a new invoice every 6 months where they refund you the old one and then they invoice you for a new product, so you always have that PayPal protection going on.
And pay with a credit card.
And pay with a credit card for that chargeback action.
So the people's keyboard.
The people's keyboard. I like that.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun, but I think
this has been fun.
We are going to wrap it up there.
That sounds good.
So thank you. Be sure to check out Cool Board, I guess, tomorrow.
Hopefully.
We'll find out. But be sure to check his Discord. His Twitch. Join him, follow him, so you can get those solid phonifications of when he is going live. Quick shout out to our sponsors, switchmod.net. You can go to switchmod.net/mechsondeck for 4% off all your lube needs. GMK Alter is running right now, that you do not get the 4% off that, but go check out GMK Alter. Next up is Dixie. You can go to mechsondeck.dixiemech.com. Check out GMK Terra. And if you use our code, it helps us continue the channel, helps us go to meetups, all that fun stuff, giveaways. So be sure to check that out. And last up, Zap Cables. Right now you can get Cable Party, and that gives you, I believe, it's at least 10%. I think it's 15, but it's at least 10% off of a DIY kit for you to build when we do our build stream together with him. So be sure to check that out. That is going to be November 23rd, our 24-hour stream. We're starting at noon Central Time, 10 o'clock Huey time, 10 a.m. Huey time. And going for 24 hours. Got lots of giveaways. At least 3 GMK sets, a board, a fun board,
Hype.
cables, lube, Krelbit's hooking us up. What's going on, Boys Stash TV? We are actually finishing it up, but thank you for tuning in. So I am going to find someone to raid real quick. But Huey, man, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you showing up, doing it big.
Thanks so much for having me on, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, dude. I was just so glad to meet you. Like, it was just it was a fun time.
Am I as weird or as normal as you imagined me being?
You were pretty much as on point as I thought.
Awesome.
Like,
awesome.
I showed up, and you were like, "I've eaten a lot of food today, and I want to drink a lot." And I was like, "I like this guy." It's like, I like food, drinking, and keyboards in that order. Like, let's go. And I was like, all right, this guy's partying. Let's ham it up. All right, so we are going to raid Apiary Keyboards. If you have not checked her out, she is awesome. We're going to be having her on the stream here in the next few weeks. So be sure to check that out. Let me get this set up. Awkwardly wave for 10 seconds. But raid channel, apiary. Let's see, what is she making? Oh, I can't tell.
Looks like
that
cable.
picture. A cable? Alright. So can I raid? 21. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. And be sure to tag Osiris in the Discord and tell him to get better.
At least 10 times.
I need him to survive, because if you can't tell, the setup is not the normal way, and I'm not good with setups. So thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone. Nice night.